What if you had an idea that could change the world overnight, and that such an idea would label you as mad and lost in the world of fantasy, that such delusional visions of grandeur were no more than a science fiction epic barely holding itself up to that of a B-rate movie? They didn't give it to him. All of it. All of the passion. All of the insanity. You hand it to him on a silver platter in the form of the metaphorical masterpiece of myth. For there is indeed a story underway upon planet Earth. And I choose to be a character in it, because that is the power of free will. Over a year ago, I set out to attempt, as a young alchemist, to build the Tesla Tower once again. And yes, it's not complete. Even more so, it's in disrepair, brought down by a Manhattan man, for history continues to repeat itself again and again, and that is where we must learn. And so this time, I'm focused on the story. And I'm going to create a narrative film. And what this film is going to speak of is of a fellowship from the voice of a storyteller, where a team of powerful human beings come together to complete and build and raise the Tesla Tower, among many more, to usher in a new age, a new paradigm for humanity. But I do not need you to believe in the end product, in the completion of the tower itself. No. What I need is your faith, your love, and your support for the story at hand, for the myth in the making. For that is the true gold, is the process of how we came to such an accomplishment. Tolkien, the man behind The Ring and the Hobbit, understood a very powerful concept of 9 fundamental personality archetypes known as the Enneagram, and he encoded this into the Fellowship. For the geometry of character exists at all levels of the story. For even my own character, thou the visionary, the enthusiast, I have taken my imagination and brought from our archaic past back to the now. A ring of immense power. Forged by hand on a full moon, it has seen many a ceremony. But alas, man has continued to excel at its mastering of the universe, for now we are able to print such a device in metal with extreme geometric accuracy. And even more so, we can control the wavelength of the vibration that it embodies. Some call me crazy because I hypothesize that this coil can transcend resistance and give rise to pure coherence. For when you align the cyclical feminine geometry of the ring with the masculine linear geometry of the tower, it gives birth to the greatest symbiosis within nature that allows the self-organization of energy. For energy is indeed everywhere. To truly understand this, we need to step outside of our mind that has trapped us so, and move away from the scientific dogmas that distort our views of reality, our perspective of what is really going on before us. But then again, that's why some call me crazy. Psyche aside, all I'm truly asking is for you to support this story, this journey, as we liberate, as we free the energy of our world. The only thing left to potentially ask is, does this man before you, does he seem mad? There are 4 primary rewards being offered for this project. The first being access to a PDF download of a chapter I recently wrote called The Ring of Power at Tesla Tower, The Myth of Free Energy. It's being published in a book called Greentown Earth that includes over 20 authors from around the world to inspire young adults to get involved in environmentalism and activism. There's also the 2 DVD set, which will include the film itself, along with, say, a diagram of the Tesla Tower, other miscellaneous information of the free energy movement, interviews, bloopers, extra scenes. There will be a poster, a 24 by 36 inch blueprint in a steampunk-like style, made with inks and turned into vector art. Has a bunch of sacred geometry, the Tesla Tower itself, vortex mathematics, coils, lots of interesting little scientific downloads of the fringe alternative nature. And last but not least, you can get your very own 3D printed version of one of the coils, one of the magical rings, of either the hexagram, the pentagram, or the octagram, and it'll be printed in a metallic alloy of bronze and stainless steel. It will be approximately around this size right here. Zoom. Thank you all for listening to this creative potential, and even more so for those willing to support it. Good luck with your own story.
I really just want to share a little bit of my perspective with you, sometimes unique and explores interesting ways to perceive our reality. Ha!